What up, Dinesh? What up? Let's get it, Dinesh. Let's make some money today, man. Let's make some money. Glad to hear that, Dinesh. I actually, uh, I'm glad you told me that because I actually started straying off of my strategy last week, and as soon as I started straying off from my strategy, I started losing. So, uh, I'm getting back to it. I'm getting back to it, man. It's crazy. Every time I lose, like every time I have a losing week, all of the people that use my strategy tell me they had a winning week. It's crazy how that works. But we're gonna get back to it. We're gonna get back to it today. I'm putting up NQ, bro. I'm just gold, bro. I'm back to just trading gold, bro. Gold always treats me right, so I'm just gonna stick to it. We got 9 minutes to this major news drop, so we're gonna see what happens. Major news dropping, major news about to drop, bro. It's finna get crazy. It's finna get crazy. Yeah, NQ is too fast, bro. NQ is too fast, and it doesn't give me enough drawdown. If I want to trade NQ, I gotta drop to minis and shit, bro. I mean, I gotta drop to micros if I want to trade NQ, bro. I'm not doing that, bro. I'm just trading gold, bro. Keep it simple. Oh, let me get y'all some music playing real quick. Yeah, I use minis on gold. I use one mini. One minute. I'm waiting till this news drop at 7:30 for me to look for an entry though. 5 minutes till drop. Shout out 3 people in the live. Let's get some likes. Shout out 5 people in the live, man. Let's get some more likes. 4 minutes to this news drop. Mm-mm. 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 Internet moving a little slow. Shout out 6 people in the live, man. 3 minutes to this news drop. Yeah, I'm starting to I'm definitely looking for ways to increase my RR, bro. Cause after this, after that losing streak I went on last week, I need to start shaking some up just a tad bit. I'm probably gonna introduce to y'all a new strategy today. I'm gonna be using consolidation, but I got some pivot high low. I got a pivot high low indicator on here, just in case. This is what I'm gonna be using. I'm gonna use my consolidate. Okay, so what I'm doing, is I'm coming to the markets with 2 strategies. I got my consolidation zone strategy that's gonna give me some safe base hits, and then I'm gonna use this pivot high low indicator to try to get me like a $500 win here and there, and hopefully that'll work out for me. Uh, what kind of RRs you been getting? All right, 1 minute to this drop. Let's see what happens. 30 seconds. I'm looking for a close above here. We get a close above here. I'm gonna be in. All right, 10 seconds. All right, I'm in.
Order filled.
Yeah, I'm gonna go break even. I'm only going break even because this is a news event, so you don't really know what can happen. My take profit, I'm gonna have it at 500. This is a risk-free trade right now. Going for 500.
Order filled.
Couldn't get it. That's cool. That's cool. That was just I was just trying to get a impulsive news a news win right there, but since that didn't fall through, I'm just waiting for a regular setup now. We gotta retest back to the zone. So good thing we had our SL move to break even. Gonna wait till we see some type of rejection going on. If we get another close above this high, if this 1 minute closes below this high again, I'm gonna enter again. I mean, if this 1 minute closes above this high again, I'm gonna enter again. All right. Um, um, not really sure who did make this indicator. Hold on, I'll tell you after the close of this candle. All right, as you see this, the price is trying to close back above this high. If it can close back above this high, um, I'll be in a position that look like this. I'm just waiting for a close above for me to hop in. I was in right here, but it didn't quite give me what I wanted, and I got stopped out break even. Mixed news. It was mixed news. I'm only hopping in with one contract. I need to close above this support though. All right, it's really not trying to close above that high right now. Who is this by? Pivots HL. Let me see if I can favorite it real quick. Pivot points. It's not even telling me the author. Yeah, I can't even tell you who the author is. It doesn't have an author. But if you find one that looks like mine, maybe it's the right one. Yeah. Shout out 10 people in the live, man. Let's get some likes. I'm not gonna take the zone. I'm really not looking for just considering this impulsive move to the upside. I'm really not looking for any breakout sales. I just feel like that's an easy way to get faked out. And as y'all know, with the consolidation strat, it works, but um, uh, you can get faked out. So I'm definitely not trying to take any sales against this news drop right now. I'm still waiting for a close above this pivot high right here. Depending on how price reacts, so when it touches this line, I might get a buy. Looking for a close above this line for a buy, or looking for a nice rejection off of this line. Yeah, man. I low key overslept. I low key overslept London session today. I ain't gonna lie. This 15-minute closes in 20 seconds. Strong area. This should be a good buy area. What up now? Shout out 16 people in live, man. Let's get some likes. All right, we might get an entry. I've been waiting for a close above this line. We hopped in right here off the first close. It couldn't quite give us our $500 take profit. Maybe this time will turn out different. We're gonna wait for a close though. All right,
Order
man.
filled.
See if we can get a rejection off this right here. Shout out 18 people in the live. This the trade we in right now. Immediate rejection, bro. might cut this one. This 5 minutes is gonna close in 30 seconds. Let's see how it wants to close. If this 5 can close above this support, we should be good, but if not, I might just cut it. I'm gonna hop out.
Order filled.
I'm gonna just take the L on that one because price rejected right back inside the zone, so it's not really showing that it wants to push up. Wait for a better entry. If it closes above here again, I'm gonna re-enter. Looks like I hopped out too early. It's cool though. I'm just waiting for another close above here. Damn. Hopped out too early. I'm gonna leave this setup alone. I'm gonna leave this setup alone right now. Or I'm gonna at least wait till it retraces back down here. I keep doing mid-trade modifications. I don't even like doing those. Yeah, I should have held, but I'm already out the trade now. Should have held. Gotta make better decisions than that. If this was a fresh account, I would have held, but I only got a limited amount of drawdown right now. That's why. Damn. We good though, we good. It just tapped into another pivot high. And it just closed above the consolidation zone. So I'm gonna go for my 100 ticks. I'm gonna go for my 100 pips.
Order filled.
I'm gonna go for my 100.
Order filled.
Man, I should have held that last trade, bro. I gotta focus. Sometimes I can get stuck in the past. The trade is already done. Gotta just wait for a better setup. Always a reminder, man. If you know you did the proper analysis for your entry, Um, just let it play out, bro. Instead of trying to save, like I literally cut that L short. I literally cut that. I'm saying, like I literally cut that L short, right? When I was down $300. My SL was $500. So I cut that L to save me $200. Like, come on. I should have just held. But that's just the stuff that happens during trading. Gotta learn from it and get better. So now it's like, and then that was kind of like a nice beginning of the push. So now any trade that I hop in now, like I'm kind of hopping in towards the end. So it's cool though. We'll find something. We'll find something because this is a pivot high right here. So this is a pivot high right here, and it just closed above. But we already took our little $100 profit from this consolidation and close above. So I'm just gonna wait for a whole new setup. And considering the fact this account only has $500 left to drawdown in it, I am gonna start doing some extreme scalping because, like I said before, the position my account is in is also played into the fact that I closed that trade early because I was trying to save a little bit of money. But you can't trade like that. You got to trade for the win. You got to be on offense. Can't be on defense. Mm-mm. Waiting for a retracement back to that support level right there. I'm waiting for a retracement back to that support, a push up to that resistance, or a consolidation zone to form. Those are the three trade ideas I'm waiting for right now. All right, looks like we might get a retracement maybe. Mm, Especially this being gold. I should have trusted that trade since it was gold. Gold rarely does me wrong. Nas, on the other hand, if that was Nas, I would have closed early regardless. But I could have trusted that gold trade. All right, this 5-minute closes in 1 minute. See what it wants to do. Got a little imbalance just kind of form right here. Tap this MA. NY open is almost here. It's about to get a little hectic. All right, looks like we might get entry. I need to see a strong rejection off this zone for me to hop in. Shout out to 11 people in the live stream. Let's get 10 likes. All right, looking for an entry now. Price could come all the way down here. Gotta be a little careful. All right, if we get a rejection from right here, I'll be looking for an entry too. All right, I'm gonna wait for the close. This is a nice rejection, but I want to see it close. Waiting for the close can sometimes give you a late entry, but I'd rather have a late entry than a fake entry. If it doesn't reject off this one, I'm waiting for a rejection off of this one. All right, that's nice. 3, 2. All right, I'm in.
Order filled.
TP. I'll probably go I'm probably just gonna go for another 100, honestly. Or I'll go to right here. So 120. Yeah, this is a combine. It's 5 minute closes in 1 minute, so let's see what happens. So this rejection candle, I'm not gonna say it's a fake out yet, but it definitely didn't push the way I thought it was going to right after the rejection. If I had enough drawdown, this would be a good entry as well, but I don't have the drawdown. This account is $50. This is why it's important to trust all your trade ideas, because it seems like I just like in hindsight, if this trade loses, that's another L. But if I would have trusted my setup from before, that W could have accounted for this L. But instead, it's just two L's. If that is what's to happen. But like as y'all can see, it's only $200 left in this account anyway. So whatever happens, happens at this point. We got a slight line of defense right here. This is pretty much the only thing. This 30-minute support is pretty much the only thing keeping this trade in play right now. But if price decides to push through that, y'all know what that'll be. Hopefully we can get a rejection. We're gonna need a pretty strong rejection because it has to literally reject and flip as well. Y'all know my entries are usually based off of like an impulsive push, like this rejection candle, the break of the high. The trade idea was that it was gonna it rejected this zone and it was gonna break above the high and quickly hit TP, but it just pushed up and then rejected and reversed and actually targeted another level of support that was even below this one. So I still waited for entry confirmation and everything, so it just is what it is. Honestly, I could have just had my SL right below this candle low, but trade is in play now. Yeah. I used to trade Hanko trade. I used to trade with Hanko live broker. I mean, when I lose on a live account, I'm losing $300 live money that you can't get back. At least if I trade, at least if I get a funded account and lose a funded account, I just lost $50. But yeah, I've lost like $1,000 in live money before in one day. After you do that, you're just gonna be looking like, why am I trading my live money? Doesn't make sense. At least until you got like 30K or something. But if you're just trading like two to 5,000, you're just gonna waste that money. The odds of you building and compounding an account that small is very low. When I was trading when I was trading FX, I was already trading NQ and gold. So when I came to futures, I just went straight to NQ and gold. I prefer gold over NQ, but you can make money with both. I ain't even gonna lie. If this trade get back break even, I'm not going for 100. I'm going for 500 just because we've been in so much drawdown. But we'll see, bro. It's a long way to go. I'm still learning futures, but I've been trading futures because I didn't switch to futures till last year, so I've only been trading futures for like a year now. But pretty much it's all the same. Candles move the same, pretty much regardless. Looks like this is gonna be a L.
Order filled.
Yeah, so that pretty much just wiped that account out, bro. It ain't even. I'm got $42 left in it, literally. So another L day, bro. I done had like 10 L days in a row, no cap. But I'm low key still not even trading my original trading plan. So I feel like this is just God trying to get me to go back to my OG strategy. But when I was doing my OG strategy, I started off this losing streak using my OG strategy. So I started switching time frame. I'm not switching time frames, but switching sessions and shit. And then I switched my sessions, and the losing streak continued. So I might as well just go all the way back. Yeah. So I'm probably tomorrow. The only reason I was gonna originally go back to the OG strat today, but like this account was already so down, it was like I'll just for me to start back over, I'll just start with a fresh account. So yeah, probably not gonna be doing any more NY streams because that's not how I started off, you know. So I gotta stick with what was working, you know. I gotta stick with what was working at the end of the day. And this is just this was not working, clearly. But I mean, luck of the draw. But one thing I can say is every time I lose, I get a whole bunch of people in the Discord telling me how much they won today, for whatever reason. So, the pivot, the custom, I learned all of my strategies on my own. If I'm being honest with you, like just through losing, because all the strategies I use, I mean, they're not like I don't get my strategies like off of YouTube videos or nothing like that. The only strategies that I learned off of YouTube is like supply and demand, but consolidation breakouts. I mean, these are commonly known. Like I'm not the only person who knows these strategies, but I came across them through back testing and stuff like that. The pivot hollow breaks above. I mean, it's a good strategy. It would have played out. The numbers probably would have played out better if I didn't close that first trade earlier. But it was trade news at the same time as well. So tomorrow, most likely tomorrow, it'll just be my normal London session. I'm even going back to 2 a.m. I switched it to where I was starting to stream at 3 a.m. instead of 2 a.m. And I'm going all the way back. I'm going all the way back to before I even hopped on YouTube. Because low key, when I started streaming and stuff, I started switching stuff up a little bit, just making little small mental errors that didn't even need to happen. Because I guess losing streak. If I go on a losing streak, when I would go on a losing streak or something like that before I would start streaming, I wouldn't really think too much of it. But I think going on I think going on a losing streak on stream starts making me overthink a little bit, starts making me change the strategies up. But I'm just gonna go back to exactly. And yeah, the market conditions are never always the same. So, but I'm gonna do what I'll do is I'll do like a quick back test. I'll do a quick back test on what this would look like of what this should look like tomorrow. Like, so if I come, because really I trade London sessions, so I'll explain the pivot indicator real quick. So when I use the pivot indicator, you really don't need this EMA. The EMA is kind of just there. But all I'm gonna have on is these consolidation zones and these pivot high lows. So the pivot indicator just basically tells you the most recent leg, or like the most recent. You can just I like to use it as a form of just strong liquidity. Like, it's basically telling you if price when price was right here, it made a pivot, like it was pushing down and then it pivoted to the upside. So this is a strong level of support. So if price is to come back down here again, how you read it is if price comes back down here and it closes below here, then odds are it's going to keep pushing down. If price comes down here and rejects it, then odds are it's just going to shoot back up just like how it did. So what I like to first do is I like to mark out the most recent low, the most recent pivot low, which is right here. Sometimes if you want to, you could even mark out like one right here. We're gonna walk it through just to see what the actual, just to see how it would have probably about to hit. Man, I seen it reject. I'm not even looking at it. How much was your last payout from all your funded accounts? I haven't gotten the payout this year. My last payout that I got, I think was like in November, and it was like, I don't know, it was like $1,000 with Top Step. But let's go. So if you don't see a pivot high, so because what you want to do is you want to mark out a pivot low, which is below where price is at, and then you want to mark out a pivot high, which is above where price is at. But there's nothing above that you can see on the 15, so you just drop to the 5 and you look for one that's on the 5. So the nearest one on the 5 would be right here. And this is a completely separate strategy from the consolidation zone strategy. This is just one that like you can come to the markets with two strategies to use. So at 2 a.m. this would be how I mark the chart out. I'd be looking for a rejection off this line or a close below this line for entry. A rejection off this line or a close below this line for an entry. A rejection off this line or a close above this line for an entry. And until that happens, I'll be on the 1 minute just looking for consolidation zone setups. I did withdraw that, but that wasn't my most recent payout. That's why I said my most recent one was in like November for 1K. Yeah, but when I had five accounts linked up, that was like a 3K payout, because even though I was 7K in profit, you can only take out 50%. What up, Coach Curtis? Yeah, this is what I'll be looking for tomorrow. For price to either touch those pivot lows and pivot highs, and until then, because you're probably not going to get that many setups like that a day, so you want to have the consolidation zone setups ready to enter as well. So I'll just be waiting for a consolidation zone to form first. Here goes one right here. So all you want to do is wait for a break above or below that zone. It has to close. Okay, here we go. So it'll be an entry like this. You would go for y'all can play with y'all SL how y'all want to do it. But me, I'm gonna have my SL. I'm gonna have my SL below the consolidation zone. So this would be about 30 pips. So if I just hopped in with one contract, it would be $100 TP for a $300 SL. Let's see if it plays out. So yeah, that would play out. Then we would just wait for another setup. Y'all can decide what your profit target for the day would be, but you need to have a limit. You need to have a limit for what you're gonna go for. So same thing, another zone form. You just wait for a close above or below. So right here we got the close below. So you wait for the close below. You just click short. You want to have a 10 pip take profit. You want to put your SL right above the high of that consolidation zone. That would be a TP smash, so that would be another $100. And then you just keep doing this over and over again until you hit your take profit for the day. Got allergies right now. All right, so we're just gonna keep going. I'm gonna say my profit target for the day is like 500. So once I hit 500, I'll say I'll lock it out. As of right now, we would be up 200. So let's just keep waiting. And don't forget, we still got these pivot high lows waiting for an entry like that. And for these entries, I like to go for a slightly bigger profit target. So for this one, for these setups, I might go like a 1-to-1, 500 for 500. So if you can get some consolidation setup wins and then you get a pivot high low win, you'll be in a pretty good position. Hold on real quick. All right. I think I just skipped the zone right here. Let's go back real quick. Yeah, it was a zone right here. So this would be trade number 3. You just identify the zone. All right, we got the close below the zone. You place the sell. You put your SL above the consolidation zone. You put your TP to 10. You pop one contract. SL. So this is roughly just about a 1-to-1. So you're not really risking too much on this one. So this would have been an L. It happens. You just keep going. At least you would have only lost 150, and you're off of 2 wins right now. So you'd still be good. Just wait for another zone. All right, it's another zone right here. All right, you got the close above. Same thing. SL below the consolidation zone. TP 10 ticks. Oh, did that hit? Oh, this would have made a lot of y'all mad. I don't know if this is a hit, but this would have made a lot of y'all mad if that just one tick reversed y'all. But yeah, could have hit or could have been a one tick reversal. Probably was a reversal if I'm being honest with you. But once again, it happens. So if that was an L, we'd probably be like right back break even. This would only be like an hour into the trading session though, so you got plenty of time to make that back. Just keep going, and we're approaching that pivot high as well, so you will have an opportunity to get a bigger trade opportunity coming up. All right, got another close above. Looks like this is gonna probably take us into that zone. SL below the consolidation zone, looking for 10 pips. That'd be a TP smash. Okay, so now we got a tap. We got a tap and a close above the consolidation zone. I mean, above the pivot high. So since we got to close above the pivot high, um, I like the setup. So I'd probably do. You can do. I just if you're taking a pivot high low setup, I'll probably just make it a 1-to-1. You can do a 1-to-1 for 50 ticks for 50 ticks, or you could do 25 for 25. It really just kind of depends on what you want to do. But let's see. Let's just run the numbers real quick, because if you do one contract entry off the close above the pivot high, you'd be risking 500 for 500. For 50 ticks, if that's maybe a little too risky for you, which I understand, you could just do 25. You could do 25 for 25, which is actually pretty solid, considering that you're using 2 setups a day instead of just waiting for this one. So it'd probably be something like this. You got the close above. You're just gonna wait to see if it plays out. All right, so this would have been a TP smash, and that would have been about 250. If you would have had your TP at 50 ticks, if you would have had, hold on. Oh, is that a 1-pip rejection? Oh my God, bro. Imagine if you would have had your TP at 56 for this trade, bro, you would have got 1-pip rejected, bro. So I'll take that as a sign that 25 ticks is good enough for this setup. But with that being said, you still the 25 ticks probably would have got hit. The 25 ticks TP is right here. I'm gonna go ahead and save this template, because that's probably what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna probably do 25 instead of 50. With one contract, that's 250 for 250. And you're coming off of a win with that consolidation zone setup, so you'd be up about like 300. My profit target for the day is just gonna be $500 a day. 500 for 500, 1-to-1. Just keep it fair. So say after this hit, we was up like 300. So I'd be looking for 2 more setups, whether it's a consolidation zone setup or a pivot setup. So here we go. We got another consolidation zone. Right here. All right, this will be the entry. I'd have it right above the consolidation zone. Be looking for 10 ticks. So this one would have rejected. So that would have been about a 20 tick L. So that kind of would have just wiped out. The last profits. But like I said, it's all about what you want to go for, what your profit target for the day is. No setup is just gonna have you hitting every day, but if you stick to it over the long term, and you just really crunch the numbers, you'll end up coming out on top. So this would probably be another one. Another thing, it's I haven't really tested all the numbers to see if you really need to go with the trend or not, because I found that sometimes if you do, whether you do or don't go with the trend, you can still win. So this would have been, this is why you got to place the SL. This is why you got to place your SL right above the consolidation zone, because the zone is going to be what saves you from getting your SL hit. So this would have been a win. And as you see, we're approaching this pivot line again. So now it's the same rules, except it's in reverse. So if price closes below that pivot line, then we're going to be in for a sell. If it rejects it, then we're going to be in for another buy. It has to actually touch the line though. So as you see, it came in line and it touched it. So we would hop in right here. We would hop in right here for 25 for 25. So this one is playing around. This one is definitely playing around. But it would have ended up being a TP smash as well. So if you would like, you're gonna have to fight. You know, you're gonna have. I mean, with this, if you're using these two strategies, you can get a day where you're fighting with the markets, like you're going back and forth, win loss, win loss. But more likely than not, you can come out on top if you stick to it. But like say we would be up $300. Like if your profit target like me would be $500, you're probably gonna have to go through a little bit of fighting, because you have to get, you know, a certain amount of wins in a row. But say we was up like 300, we just need 2 more trades to be at our profit target. As you can see, it's approaching the pivot high again. Oh, I actually missed this setup because I was clicking too fast. But here goes another consolidation zone. Y'all know what you do. You just mark it out. And we started at 2 a.m. and this is 7 right now. So this just goes to show you, you will be, unless you up your contract sizes, because I'm using 1 contract. So, you know, unless you want to up your contract size and probably get your day done a little quicker, then you can do that. But you just hop in like that. That'll be a win. We got to tap into the zone again. It didn't close above, but it also didn't reject. So I'm not looking for a sell. That's really like I when I say rejection, I mean a candle like this. I mean, like it has to look kind of like this, like an upside down hammer. Like for me to hop in, like I need a strong rejection. Like it has to be a rejection candle like this. It has to really show me that it wants to sell. This doesn't really say that I want to sell. So this one pushed down, grabbed a little bit of liquidity, and then pushed above. So if this wins, this would be the last trade of the day. So I'll just pop, you know, the same thing, 25-25, and just see if it plays out. So immediately tank. So this is what I'm saying. Like you're gonna have to fight. I personally really don't like going back and forth like that. So I might it just kind of depends, but this is just kind of the day it was. Like as soon as I get close to $500, that last trade that would give me the 500 ends up being a loser. So I mean, it won't play like that every day, but it seems like it'll probably be best to have a time limit instead of like have a $500 profit target, but in terms of how long you can trade, like probably only give yourself like 2-3 hours to trade, because every single setup that you look for, it's gonna kind of like wear your mental faculties down, and you'll probably start looking for bad setups, because we started at 2 a.m. and this is 7:30. So you know, how long do you really want to be trading? Let's see what would have happened like yesterday if we started at 2 a.m. I'm gonna probably say a good time is like 2 to 5, like because a 3-hour trading session, who really needs to be trading for longer than 3 hours, you know? So same thing. Mark out the pivot highs first. You want to mark out the pivot highs on the 15, because the 15 pivot highs are going to be stronger than the 5, of course. You really only need 2 of them on the 15. You can drop to the 5 and see where some of them are. The 5 is okay. You can see there's a pivot high right here on the 5. You can see there's one right here, but this one already got liquidated. So you want to look for a different one, and there's really no other one. So this is really all you would have to work with. You could use this. Well, yeah, you could use this low because price hasn't closed below it. So yeah, you could use that. So same thing. You just switch to the 1 minute. Here we go. We already got a zone. All right, you see price came down and rejected this pivot low. This is a pretty strong rejection, but if you're trying to take a buy, you want the rejection candle to turn bullish. So like this, the black is my bearish candles. So so if you really wanted it to be a strong rejection entry, it would have had to turn, it would have had to close bullish. So I wouldn't have took that. All right, so right here we got the close above. This is how we start the day off. SL below the consolidation. Only looking for 10 ticks. Like I said, if you want to look for something higher than 10, be my guest. But I just go for 10. So that would have been a TP smash. And guess what? The same candle. And if you look, the same candle that hit TP also closed above the pivot high. So as soon as this hit TP, I would have hopped in another trade. And this one would have been the usual 25 for 25. And we'd be in for another trade. So just like that, first 2 trades of the day, within 20 minutes, you would have been up $350. So now all you need is 2 more wins and you can be done for the day. So like I said yesterday, I mean, it's not every day, every trading day is not gonna be the same day. Like the other day had us fighting going back and forth. But as you can see, yesterday, if we would have used this strategy at 2 a.m., we would have just had some clean wins. But you know, the day is not over. Because this would have been 250. The last trade would have been 100, so we would have been up 350. I like to go for 500 a day. So here we got to tap into the next pivot high. This is not a rejection candle or a close above, so we wait for another candle. Boom. Now this is a strong rejection candle. This is a strong rejection candle. So right here, instead of waiting for a close above, it gave us a strong rejection. So we would just hop in for a sale, and this one would be 25 for 25 as well. And if this trade wins, then we would officially be done for the day already. But let's see. And just like that, we would be done for the day. 3 trades. It would be 3 trades in a row, 3-0. So whenever I have a losing trading day, I always like to go back to the drawing board and see, you know, what I can improve. So that L that I took today wasn't just an L for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Like I lost today, but me losing today got my head right and got me I'm gonna come to the markets tomorrow and execute this plan. And this is a better plan. So that loss is still gonna be making me money at the end of the day because I won't be doing that same dumb stuff that I was doing. But this would have been a winning trading day. We'd be done already. Let's go and see what would have happened the day before. And this all with 1 contract. So let's do it. Let's do it again. This is my first time showing the pivot strategy on this channel. But like I said, I know so many strategies, but it's best to just find what works for you. So on the 15, we got a pivot low right here. We're not going to use this pivot low because it's already been broken through, so it really doesn't matter. So we got a pivot high right here. Well, actually, because now that I say that, since this pivot low has already, no, we're just not going to use it. We're just not going to use it. So you start off with the 15. If your 15-minute zones look too far away, then you can just jump to the 5. So yeah, if your 15-minute candle looks too low, you can just jump to the 5 and just see what it's looking like on the 5-minute time frame. So switch to the 5. On the 5, you got a high right here. Let's see. And there isn't any low in sight, so you probably wouldn't be getting too many pivot low sales. I mean, too many pivot low entries today just because it's so far away. But who cares? Because you still have the consolidation zone strategy that you can use in the meantime before those entries present themselves. So you just start the day off waiting for a zone to form. All right, we got a zone. We need to keep it simple. You don't gotta overthink it. You don't really gotta do anything. You just sit and wait for the zone to form. Place the buy when it closes above. Put your SL below the consolidation zone. 10 pip 10 pip TP. Didn't get us there, so we would start off this day down about 250 because that's a 24 pip SL. But that's cool. You're not gonna win every trade. Just wait for the next setup. Like I said, I go for 500 a day, but 500 a day is also my SL as well. So daily RR is a 1-to-1. So boom, we got another setup. It closed above. Put the SL below here. 10 pip take profit. All right, that'd be a TP smash. So that 250 just got chopped down to 150. We just got to keep going. Okay. All right, we got another zone. Zone form right here. We're just looking for the close below. We get the close below. We move the SL above the high. We go for 10. TP smash. So now we're pretty much break even. Fair game. And let's just keep going. So clearly today is not going to be a close, it's not going to be an easy of day as the past one was, because it's already for the have I had the fat finger? Was zones forming this whole time? I might have just been zooming in too fast. I mean, scrolling too fast. This is no, because this is the setup. This is the setup we just won. We won this setup right here. So I think I was just scrolling too fast. There was some zones popping up. Let me wait. Right, my mouse. Yeah. All right. So let me just, okay, so yeah, zone formed right here. I was just scrolling through too quick. So boom, zone right here. All right, the sales will be right here. SL will be right above the high. 10. TP smash. So now we'd be in profit. Got another zone. All right, this is a pretty big zone, so it looks like the SL would be kind of large, but so this would be a 50 tick. This would be a 50 tick SL, so you would be risking a little bit of money on this trade, but it wouldn't matter because your TP would have got hit immediately, and you would be in profit. So let's just keep going. Let's just say we was up about $200 at this point. You know, I'm just doing rough estimates, obviously. So we need about 3 more wins, and then we'd be good. Got another zone right here. All right? We'd hop in SL below zone, looking for 10 pips. This trade would have been an L. So basically the money that we just made. So it looks like this is gonna be another fighting day. So the money that we just made would have just been a loss. We would just be waiting for another setup. Every day not gonna be clean. But like I said, you kind of want to have a time limit that you give yourself, because you don't want to be going back and forth with the markets all day. So I think I said 5 o'clock would be the stopping point. So it's about 4:30. So it really, we probably only got enough time for a couple more setups before we just go ahead and just wrap it up for the day. Because a 3-hour trading session, I mean, at some point your brain is gonna get fatigued. So so if you ever get to the point where your trade session is gonna end, I mean, whether you're up $100 or down $100, I mean, just call it. It ain't that serious. You can always just come back tomorrow. So it's about 4:30. We'd be, roughly break even. Get the last couple trades in. See if you can, kind of muster up some profit. No pivot trades today because it didn't quite get there, so that would have been a dub. And like I said, I go for 10 pips, but a lot of these trades are running for like 30. So I mean, you could also just do everything as a 1-to-1. Like if you pull your SL down to 30 and you're more comfortable doing 1-to-1s, you could just make every trade a 1-to-1 and kind of just see how those numbers play out. That's still something that I'm figuring out if I want to do, whether I want to just start doing 1-to-1s or just keep my 10 ticks. So I'm still kind of figuring out the data for that, but it'll come with time. So this is about 4:30, so we would have about like roughly 20 more minutes left for a couple more setups. Let's see if we can get anything. Oh yeah, so we got one right here. 5 o'clock is approaching though. Now, if you're in a situation to where you've been waiting for a setup, okay, it looks like if you're in a situation where you've been waiting for a setup and your time hits, I mean, you make that call on if you want to take that or not. But like, if I've been waiting for a setup, the zone is already formed, and my time hits, I'll probably just take that last setup. I ain't gonna lie. But it's all up to you. So right here, we would have got the close above. We'll drop the SL down 40. TP is right there. So this would have been an example. This would have been an example of me being pissed off because the trading time ended, but I still took the trade. But like I said, it's all personal preference. And if you got a big zone, like if you got a big zone in the zone, gives you like yeah. And if you got like a big zone, I'm actually finna hop off in a little bit. I was just doing, like, I already hit the daily loss, so I was just doing some back testing real quick, showing people, helping people with strategies and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll just go ahead and wrap it up right there. I'll be live tomorrow, same usual, except I'm gonna be on a fresh account, trading my strategy the correct way. Kind of went. I feel like I've still been on tilt since losing the funded. So usually that's kind of what happens with me. Like whenever I lose, like if I lose an account or something like that, I'm probably gonna burn through like at least one combine is just gonna get burnt through just to kind of like get my mind right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's still human at the end of the day. I'm not a world class trader yet, but it'll come with time. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? It happens, bro. But all we can do is just get better every day, bro. I'm on the same journey just like everybody else is. I'm just doing it on live. So, You know, it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing to it. But yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back tomorrow, back and better, bro. Um, so yeah, I'll catch y'all. Exactly. Like after you get so close and then take that L, like I don't know, it's gonna do something to your psychology that because it's like you were so close, you kind of just want to get right back to fund it. Then you don't trade the combine correctly because you're just so focused on getting back funded. But if you don't take that combine seriously, you'll never get back funded. So then it's kind of like you gotta lose a couple combines just to get your mind back in that right spot to where you can execute it properly. Um, but yeah, we gonna bounce back. We gonna bounce back. I like how many people in the Discord been saying they've been getting funded and getting payouts and stuff like that. You know, that's basically endless motivation. You know, anytime I go down, it's somebody saying how they just got paid. So it's like if you getting paid and most of the people using the same strategy as me, it's no point for me to start getting discouraged. So yeah, catch y'all tomorrow, back and better. Uh, yeah.